Good morning. How can I help?
I'd like to speak to Dr. Rubicam, please.
Oh, do you have an appointment with Dr. Rubicam for today?
No, but he's my father's doctor, and we'd really like to speak with him.
Yeah, he's my internal specialist.
Is it an emergency?
Well,
Yes,
actually,
yes, it is an emergency. Tell him it's Benjamin Darnell. You need to see my dad's VA card?
I got it right here.
No, ma'am. It's just that Dr. McGarry isn't, Dr. Rubicam isn't here today. He's at a community-based clinic over in Excelsior Springs. He's there every Tuesday.
Can you call him then?
I could, except it's our policy not to disturb our doctors when they receive our patients unless it's an extreme emergency. Mr. Darnell, can you explain the nature of your emergency, sir? Are you in a lot of pain?
No, it's not that I'm in pain. It's just that
My father's not getting any better under Dr. Rubicam. He doesn't like the side effects of the drugs that you have been giving him.
Dr. Rubicam, the medication Dr. Rubicam is prescribed?
Whatever. Until this morning I took him over to see my doctor over in Odessa. And we explained dad's symptoms to her. She asked him a bunch of questions about his abdominal cramps and his diet and other stuff. And she said that it was probably diverticulitis.
Yeah, and my friend Joe, he died from that. He died.
Well, it was probably peritonitis. I don't think you could...
But please don't tell us what his best friend died from. I think my father knows what happened a little bit better than you do.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to infer that I wouldn't know.
Look, my father's had abdominal cramps and pains for over 6 weeks now. He's not getting any better. Now, maybe Dr. Rubicam didn't learn about diverticulitis over in Egypt or wherever the hell he's from, but maybe it's time my father saw another doctor.
Fine. You can speak with Dr. Rubicam about that. Let me just get you an
We
appointment.
don't need to speak to Dr. Rubicam. We just spoke to you.
Yes, but I can't refer your dad's case to another physician. I don't have the authority to do.
Look, what about this Dr. Mercer? Okay, the guys over at the VFW say he's real good. Can I just see him?
I'm sorry, sir. You have to speak with Dr. Rubicam about seeing Dr. Mercer. Again, I don't have the power, the authority to do that sort of thing.
Why is it always like this? Whenever we come into this hospital, we get told everything we can't do. And when is somebody going to tell us what we can do? You know, we have been here for 5 minutes and you have done nothing. Nothing. I mean, honestly, I don't know what they pay you for. I mean, this is not the help desk, it's a nothing desk.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, you're not sorry at all.
Look, why can't I see this Mercer guy? I mean, is he at least here today?
I don't know. They don't want you to have a doctor that could actually help you, Dad, because they want to keep sticking you with Rubicon because apparently they don't care.
That isn't true. We care very much. It's just that Dr. Rubicam has all of your test results. He has your history. He has been treating you. But if you want to see another doctor, all you have to do is speak with Dr. Rubicam, and I'm sure he'll be happy to oblige you. Let me get you that appointment so you can see him.
Please, don't talk down to my father as if he were a child. Okay, this man is a veteran. I think he deserves a little bit more respect than that.
I wasn't. I would never do
No,
that.
well,
I was just trying to be clear.
I want to talk to a supervisor. Call your supervisor, and I want to talk to a hospital administrator. Can you do that, or is there some other policy that you can hide behind?
No, I'll do that right now.
Okay.
You two will just give me a moment.
All right.
So why can't I see this Mercer guy, huh? I mean, is it a policy?
Yes, Dad, as usual.
Hello, Amir. It's Mark at the help desk. I have a veteran here with a family member who'd like to speak with you on an urgent basis. Are you free? Good, good. They'd also like to see a hospital administrator if possible. Okay, thanks. Amir Bagari's on his way out. He is my supervisor.
Amir Bagari.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, probably from the same place as Rubicam.
Look, for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry that I'm not able to just assign your
You know what,
dad's
you're
case
just
to another
apologizing
doctor.
because you know the supervisor's on the way. That's all. You're really not sorry at all. Dad, you're right. Do you want to sit down?
No, I don't need to sit down. I just don't understand what all this fuss is about. That's all.
Here he
That's
comes
it.
now. Amir Bagari, this is Mr. Darnell and his daughter. Mr. Darnell's a patient of Dr. Rubicam's.
Please, call me Amir. And your name is
Harry Rowan.
Miss Rowan? Mr. Darnell? How can I be of service?
Is there an administrator coming as well?
Not as of yet. How it works is if Mark's unable to help you, he gives me a shout. And then if I can't help you, we'll go all the way to the top. But for now, let me see what I can do. What seems to be the problem?
Well, it's not a problem. It's a number of problems. My father's been seeing Dr. Rubicam for over 6 weeks now, but apparently all he does is just shove pills in my dad's hand and then points him toward the door. His condition is getting worse. So this morning I took him over to see my doctor over in Odessa. She told
Your doctor, sorry, your doctor's name is...
Carlson, Dr. Beverly Carlson. She told us that the diagnosis is that my father is suffering from diverticulitis. He got scared my dad because his best friend just died from that. At which point your receptionist had the nerve to tell us that he was wrong about what killed his best friend.
I merely made the observation
Mark, let's let Miss Rowan have her chance to speak, okay?
Sorry, that wasn't the first time he was rude. He also talked down to my father as if he were a child.
I was just trying to be
Mark,
clear about
Mark,
the necessity of it.
Mark, please. Thank you.
Let me ask about another doctor if we can get a second opinion. my dad asked about Dr. Mercer. But your receptionist just said no to absolutely everything we asked for. When we gave her the help desk for help, and said we were insulted. So I told him to call you. We're shocked that he actually did. And then, of course, he's trying to apologize all over the place because he knows that he was wrong.
Amir, it's not exactly
Okay,
how
Mark,
it went down.
Mark, you will have your chance. Right now, you're making things more difficult.
Yeah, well, he made everything more difficult. He should not hold a position where he's responsible for dealing with the public. His attitude is a total disgrace.
First off, let me apologize for the situation that we find ourselves in. Now, let me see what I can do to make it right. While I cannot call Dr. Rubinstein away from his current patient, what I can do...
Oh, God, it's just nice to finally hear someone say, here's what we can do.
I will call him and leave an urgent voicemail for him to call me back as soon as possible. I'll let him know you spoke to Dr. Carlson, and she recommended the full GI series.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I might have had one of those with Dr. Rubinstein. Isn't that the one where you have to drink that barium and all that mess?
Yes, sir. It's a series of tests to determine such things as diverticulitis. And I'll have him schedule you in for a second look and a second opinion. And then at that point, if you still care for a different doctor, I can have him recommend someone. Would that be right, Mr. Garnett?
Yeah, what about this Dr. Mercer? I've heard some really good things about him.
Dr. Mercer's great. You can have him if you'd like, but I don't know how much good Dr. Mercer can do. He's a cardiologist.
No, well, they didn't tell me that.
All right, well, so will Dr. Rubin call us directly?
He can. It's my understanding you're not completely satisfied with his level of care.
Well, you can call as long as we get a second opinion and the option to change doctors.
At VA, the patient is always in charge of his or her care.
Thank you, Mr. McGarry, for straightening this out. I don't know why you don't train your people to handle things the way you do. It's just not right.
Well, again, thank you for coming in. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding.
Well, at least you actually did something. It's all right. Thank you. And
Of course.
Yeah, sure. Now I gotta go find the car again.
You do realize that's not how it happened at all,
Why did you just schedule with Dr. Rubin in the first place?
I tried. She wouldn't let me. She wanted me to schedule with Dr. Mercer.
Mark, why would you do that? And Dr. Mercer is a cardiologist.
I know that. I tried to explain that to her. She wouldn't listen. Look, I did everything I was trained to do in a situation like this one.
How is she so upset?
You believe her, don't you? You know what?
Mark, all right, Mark, hold on a second.
No.
Mark, you can't just leave.
No!
Hi, Frank. It's Amir. I need some help at the help desk. Thanks.
And we'll give my team rock star applause.